Runda trzecia jednak w pełnej krasie. Trzecia runda, 1 minuta. Być może nastąpi rozstrzygnięcie. Każdy z rycerzy wygrał po jednej z rund. Zobaczymy, co będzie teraz.
And you can tell both fighters really want to win this, but really also want to end this.
Wydaje się, że to 1, góra 2 punkty różnicy, bo teraz Belg.
Two very well matched fighters.
Dokładnie takim samym trafieniem
And the ref's not happy apparently. The kneecap is not in position.
Wygląda, że przerwa techniczna.
Has to be fixed.
Rzemienie poluzowały się. To, co może być naprawione podczas turnieju, jest jak najbardziej zasadne, natomiast w czasie bitwy taka
Apparently just the strap that came loose
groziła już
seems to be all right.
w następnym prawdopodobnie kroku. O, rycerz przy utracie osłony na kolana naprawdę był już, znajdował się w dużym zagrożeniu. Czego oczywiście nie chcemy, aby jakieś kontuzje następowały w czasie turnieju, dlatego przerwy techniczne chyba zrozumiałe, ale wracamy. Szranki.
And off we go again between Ireland and Belgium.
Next is Spain versus South Africa.
Good shots now to the head, to the side of the head. Really both men trying to end this. Good shot to the leg. Up in the clinch, and they break loose again. And the refs in between them stops the fight.
Koniec czasu, równoczesne trafienia w korpus. Wydawało się, że trzecia runda będzie bardzo punktatorska, a jednak emocje wzięły górę.
And on list number 1, I think I can see South Africa preparing.
Swoją energię uruchomili. I już za chwilę dowiemy się,
While we're waiting, well, we have a winner now between Belgium and Ireland. Yes, South Africa and Spain are on list number 1 right now. They'll be commencing in a minute. And on list number 2, Belgium and Ireland are looking as though they were going for yet another round.
Może być to bardzo wyrównana walka. Zobaczymy, jak to wyjdzie.
No, I think they're done. Relief in the face of the Belgian fighter.
Tak, już wiemy, że walka zakończyła się po trzeciej rundzie. Rycerze wychodzą już bez hełmów. Za chwilę.
And the Irish fighter is done as well. That's been a long fight. That's been going on for quite a while. And the winner is Belgium.
The winner is Belgia.
And on list number 1, South Africa and Spain are going on. South African fighter lost very clearly to his Polish opponent just before, and now he's being brutalized by strong shots by his Spanish opponent. He's defending himself rather well here and landing a few very nice shots.
Proszę Państwa, naprawdę solidne strzały na głowę.
Clean shots to the arm now, over and over again.
Jeszcze 20 sekund do końca rundy i naprawdę niesamowicie
That's some hard shots to the South African fighter, to the head now. In the background, holding the flagpole is South Africa's first medalist on the international stage, Krista Heisen-Martin, who took the bronze medal yesterday in the women's 1v1 pole arm. First round, I think we'll have to give it to the Spanish fighter by quite a wide margin. Landed a few very nice shots to his opponent.
Ale widać po Hiszpanii jakoś nie widać na nim specjalnie zmęczenia. Widać, że jest świetnie wytrenowany, świetnie przygotowany. Rycerz z RPA też się naradza ze swoimi, można powiedzieć, swoją drużyną trenerów. Zobaczymy, co z tego wyniknie, bo to chyba będzie potrzebna jakaś trochę zmiana w taktyki walki.
On list number 2, by the way, now New Zealand and Argentina, if I'm judging correctly by the colors.
Walka się rozpoczyna.
As we are waiting for for South Africa versus Spain to continue. Yeah, New Zealand versus Argentina. New Zealand in black with the white stripes and the red stars, and Argentina in white and blue with a black eagle.
A jak wykorzystał brak osłony Nowozelandczyka.
A ja właśnie dowiedziałem się, proszę Państwa, że rycerz z Hiszpanii ma na mnie
Strong shot to the head of the New Zealand fighter.
Oddamy serca, któremu kibicuję, tak więc
Nice dodge,
naprawdę
striking to the legs.
L'amour courtois w pięknej wersji.
Nicely blocked there. And on list number 1, South Africa and Spain are recommencing their fight. Nice shot to the head of the Argentinian fighter here by the New Zealand fighter. And Bain, this round is over. And the gauntlets come off. The Spanish fighter lost his gauntlet.
Coś problem z rękawicą, trzeba wymienić rękawicę.
He's back on.
Zaraz będzie kontynuacja. Nie wolno ręką łapać za
That takes something out of you mentally. You lose parts of your armor or your weapon. It's just not good for your momentum in the fight. And that is visible now, because the South African fighter has taken the upper hand, controlling the fight, but he's not getting to land clean shots. Was trying to get a takedown, but he's just opened himself up for a few good shots by his Spanish opponent. And he needs to get a takedown, and I think the ref's in between them, splitting them up.
I kolejne dwa ciosy ze strony Hiszpana.
Walka wraca również na
And the time's up.
Nowozelandczyk tym razem przejmuje inicjatywę, ale piękne 3 seria czwartego ciosu.
On list number 2, New Zealand and Argentina are going to war again.
Argentyńczyk przełamuje.
Few strong hits to the head of the New Zealand fighter just before we switched back.
Nowozelandczyka, tak, ciosy na zmianę, to mieczem, to jego głownią albo czystą rękawicą. No, Argentyńczyk
Now they're both waiting for their opponent to make a move, which the New Zealand fighter now does. And you can see uncontrolled strikes. These fighters are already tired. They're gassing. Argentina have gone through, the Argentinian fighter has gone through quite a lot of fights already, quite a lot of long fights. And you can see he's moving slowly, he's gassing, he's pumping, and still going on fighting. And the ref stops them, and they're heading back to their respective corners. And we are heading back to South Africa versus Spain. There has been a decision, we have a winner, and the winner of this fight is the fighter from Spain.
And up next in list number 1 is France versus Poland and the United States versus Lithuania prepares. And in list number 2.
And on list number 2, New Zealand and Argentina are obviously done as well. I think we have a decision there.
And in list number 2 is Austria versus Japan. And coming up next will be Denmark and Ireland.
We're waiting for the next fighters to come to the lists. List number 2, Austria. I can see the Austrian flag. And on list number 1, I think France is preparing again. And on list number 1, the Polish fighter is already in the list. So list number 1, Poland versus France. List number 2 will be Austria versus Japan.
Ponieważ mamy olbrzymiego Francuza i naszego polskiego reprezentanta, który jest naprawdę w dobrej formie i naprawdę jest mocno wyszkolony. Będzie to więc kolejne starcie w stylu Dawid i Goliat. Bardzo dworski ukłon ze strony obu walczących. I ruszyli.
France versus Poland is underway now. France in blue with a white, blue with a golden fleur-de-lis, and Poland in red.
Tymczasem rozpoczyna się również
No tutaj Francuz
And on list number 2, Austria and Japan are waiting for their fight to start.
Polak nie pozostaje dłużny i jest bardzo zwinny, szybko się rusza. Tak więc
I'm always impressed by the massive size of the French fighter.
można powiedzieć, że stosuje trochę inną taktykę.
Just makes every of his opponents look so small. And he has a massive reach advantage, obviously. And he's not too slow in moving his sword, as we can see here.
Japończyk trzyma Austriaka, próbuje zdjąć ruchę, okłada go prosto w głowę, a Austriak tym samym odpłaca się po korpusie. Piękne starcie na stanowisku drugim.
I stop.
And the refs in between them stops the first round. And the same goes for Austria versus Japan. After what has seemed to me as a very slow first round, apart from a quick phase with very hard shots. And I saw some damage to the visor of the Austrian fighter, which is why he's now switching helmets. He's done that once before. He used this helmet that we're seeing now in the first fight and switched to the other one, but apparently a part of the helmet has come loose, so he now has to switch.
I po raz kolejny
And France and Poland are ready to get it on again. And off they go. If I'm seeing correctly on the camera, there's drops of rain now coming down. It's been cloudy all day long, and now apparently the rain is at least slightly starting.
piękne, szybkie
There's
ciosy
nothing to be seen on this camera, however.
naszego reprezentanta.
You can see the Polish fighter fighting for his grip on the ground,
30 sekund i
and there definitely I see some drop.
mocny atak ze strony naszego polskiego rycerza.
Równolegle bardzo ciekawa walka na szlankach numer 2, bardzo szybka. Japończyk z Austriakiem na zmianę wprowadzają celne
A
trafienia.
very controlled, very slow fight, not a slugfest as we've seen it before.
Teraz nietrafienie ze strony Austriaka. Cios poszedł w powietrze.
Polish fighter
Odsłonił się,
relying on
a
his defense.